I reviewed EA Sports FC 24 on Nintendo Switch, and I basically told everyone to avoid it and get it on another platform if you have option. So how does the Switch version compare to other versions versus the PlayStation 4 versus the PlayStation 5? For starters, all three versions have the same modes and content. The menus look the same. Nintendo Switch does get the same and complete Ultimate Team experience as well as all the latest updates. There's no crossplay on Nintendo Switch, but PS4 players can crossplay with Xbox One players. PlayStation 5 players can crossplay with Xbox Series X and PC players. In terms of the game size, you're gonna need 28 gigabytes on Nintendo Switch, 46 gigabytes on PS4, and 49 gigabytes on PlayStation 5. Loading times are also different between the three. Here I'm starting from dashboard going all the way to kickoff. The whole thing takes 24 seconds on PS5, 1 minute on Nintendo Switch, and PS4 is last place with 1 minute and 11 seconds. The biggest difference between the three is once you're actually on the field. PS5 version does have new presentations during the start of the match, during half times. It's just a lot more cinematic. On the other hand, on the Switch and PS4, the cinematic presentations are similar to what we saw in FIFA 23. This whole experience with the presentation also extends to career mode, where PS5 does get dynamic moments. Those aren't on PS4 or Nintendo Switch. When you look at the player models, they all seem to be based on the same design, but of course PS5 looks a lot more realistic. Nintendo Switch is the lowest quality. I mean, you can see the individual pixels here. The stills here aren't bad though on the Switch. I guess EA did the best they can with the weaker hardware. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold. They actually made him look the same on all three platforms, and yes, he does look a lot different in FIFA 23. Overall, this is the closest we've seen Nintendo Switch, PS4, and PS5 versions in terms of how the players look. Once you do get into the gameplay and the action, there are some unique features only on PlayStation 5. Hypermotion 5 is exclusive to PS5, Series X, and PC versions. This means each player has unique behavior. The gameplay just feels a lot more realistic on the more powerful consoles. What's still included with Nintendo Switch and PS4 is the new and improved shielding and ball physics. Now, EA claims a 1080p resolution on Nintendo Switch in docked mode. Maybe that's true during the replays and cutscenes, but when you're actually playing during the gameplay, the Switch is probably closer to 600 to 720p. Resolution is 1080p on the PS4 and 1440p on the PlayStation 5. Perhaps the biggest disappointment with Nintendo Switch version is its 30 FPS limit during gameplay. PS4 and PS5 both target 60 FPS. Nintendo Switch does struggle to keep up with that 30. I mean, there are frame pacing issues. PS4 and PS5 both hold a solid 60 FPS during the gameplay. During cutscenes, replays, corners, and free kicks, the frame rate does dip to 30 FPS. Now, I mentioned in my Switch review how FC 24 on Switch feels slow. You move your player, you pass, you shoot, and there seems to be a delay. I actually did a little test. Here on PS4, I hit the left joystick to start running, and it takes my player 9 frames to react. On Nintendo Switch, I did the same thing and it takes 19 frames. That's more than double when it comes to the reaction time. For me, this is actually a bigger issue than the 30 FPS cap. And it's really the main reason why I would avoid this game on Nintendo Switch. Keep in mind that all the way from FIFA 17 to FIFA 24, we did get a smooth experience on Nintendo Switch. All of those games were 60 FPS during the gameplay. So that was a comparison of EA Sports FC 24 between Nintendo Switch, PS4, and PS5. For the rest of the video, I have some more gameplay on all three consoles with the frame rate counter shown. Oh, and all the gameplay is from online season, which is my favorite mode in FIFA.
Mbappe. Bayern throw-in coming up. And it's Harry Kane on the run. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. And with that, the move comes to an end, and a goal kick to follow now. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection. So now a throw in. Wonderfully weighted pass. Teammate in support. A goal! The opening statement of the match. A richly deserved lead, and now they can celebrate.
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, and the finish from Kane is excellent. He times his run, he finds that bit of space, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Harry Kane. Now what can they do from here? Leroy Sané! The save was a good one. Kane, it's there for him. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. Elects to go short. Sané. Just letting it run over the byline, and a corner here. And taken short. Chance here, a goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, here we can see it again. Coman does really well to pick out a teammate here, and the finish from Kane is excellent. He times his run, he finds that bit of space, and he was never going to miss that.
Kimmich. Onto Goretzka. Example of how to press. Kevin De Bruyne. Might be able to set up the chance. And just blotting out the danger. Now perhaps they can counter from here. They need to get bodies back. Oh, maybe the equaliser. And there's the goal they really needed. They still believe they can win promotion.
Well, it's the lifeline, but they have to keep pushing. A point's not going to be good enough. Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.